नमस्कार आणि येवकार तुमकां सगळ्यांक सिम्पली फुटबॉल कार्यावळीन तुम्ही पळयतात FC गोवा टीव्ही प्रुडंटाचेर आणि हांव नीरज प्रभू. बेंगलुरू FC गोवाक 2-1 गोलान मारले आणि सध्या 5व्या ISLान टॉप ऑफ द टेबलार दोनूय हे पंगड 16 पॉयंट घेवन टाय जाल्यात. पूण बेंगलुरू FCन 2 मॅची कमी खेळ्ळ्या. कालची मॅच सामकी पेजाद जाली, मोस्टली सेकंड हाफान मातशी पेजाद जाली आणि बेंगलुरू FCन कॅप्टन सुनील छेत्री सुनील छेत्रीन विनिंग गोल मारून तांकां फुल पॉयंट्स मेळून दिले. पयल्या हाफान मातशी मॅच स्लो जाली कारण दोनूय हे पंगड एटॅकिंगान सामके बरे आसा म्हूण एकामेका कडेन चड चान्स घेता अशें दिसूंक ना. दोगूय एकामेकाक गेज करताले आणि सेकंड हाफान ही गेम खूबच इमोशनल जाली आणि ह्या मॅचीच्या सगळ्या इन्सिडंट्साचेर फुटबॉलाच्या स्टँडर्डाचेर एनालिसीस करपाक आमच्या बरोबर स्टुडिओन आसात सदां भशेन इंडियाचे आदले स्ट्रायकर फ्रांसीस डिसोजा. फ्रांसीस बाब, 2-1 रिजल्ट जालो, बेंगलुरू FC जिखले. What's your assessment of this game? Did they deserve to pocket full points or did FC Goa create enough to at least earn 1 point?
In fact, Neeraj, this is a match between top contenders for the title, ISL 5, and there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of excitement, and very cautious play by both the teams, and very rightly so because they knew the strengths of each other, and like we said, they played a very consolidated, compact game. They never panicked at any point of time, and very rightly it is deserved the full points. But I think FC Goa never really came up to their best as we have seen them in Fatorda, and being a home match, I think they should have put the pressure on right from the word go. You could see Lenny Jahu playing the ball across very comfortably and very calmly. Never showed the initiative of going ahead and putting pressure on the opponents, and very correctly assessing the situation, Bangalore start attacking them and always put them under pressure.
To start with, were you surprised that Edu Bedia was not in the starting 11, and later only we learned that he was carrying a particular niggle, so he was unavailable. Was that a setback for FC Goa?
Yeah, the combination was fantastic all along the last 6 or 7 games, and you miss a vital player in that match, and the top match of the season. You definitely miss Edu Bedia because he is a gem of a player, and the quality that he comes on a given day, I mean, it's worth watching, and fans get thrilled with it. So he was definitely missed. But Bomos tried to initiate a little bit of pressure on the opponents, but it didn't have the effect that we normally see when Edu Bedia is around.
Bangalore FC missed their key players as well in Miku and Eric Parthalu, so they also got their bench to perform, and they did very well indeed.
Yeah, in fact, it's all a mental challenge. The psychological pressures are always in a big game like this, and how you prepare yourself mentally, that's very vital for any player coming and playing such high rated games like ISL 5 and top contenders of the competition.
Right. FC Goan फातोर्ड्या ह्या सिजनार कालच्या गेमी पयली 3 गेमी सेगीत जिखिल्ल्यो, 100% रेकॉर्ड दवरिल्लो. पूण बेंगलुरू FC आयले आणि हो रेकॉर्ड सध्या हांगाच स्टॉप जालो. बेंगलुरू FCन FC गोवाक हरयले. The first goal that Bangalore FC scored in the first half through Rahul Beke, it was amazing for a defender to score the way that he did.
Come with the time, come with the man, and you have to improvise, and that's fantastic bit of improvisation by Rahul Beke. I mean, nobody expected him to do it. A defender coming on top of the box, trying to attempt a shot at the goal, and he did it in style, and everybody appreciated the goal that he scored. I think that's what is required from players to deliver. You come up there and you want to get yourself on the score list, and that was a brilliant piece of improvisation.
I think Captain Sunil Chhetri was in a very good position when Rahul had received that ball. Actually, it was a effort meant to be on target from a Bangalore player, but that ball went to Rahul Beke and he did it. And later Sunil in an interview said that he asked Rahul whether he really meant it, and he said yes. So he was all praise for Beke as well, Sunil. So amazing confidence in his ability, amazing technical ability to do it.
Yeah, I think when you have practice sessions, you go a little freedom. You have a little freedom during your off time and all that stuff, and there's a little bit of play going around. And I think everybody wants to take during that little break. Everybody wants to have a go at the goal or target the goalkeeper. And these are the small tricks that they keep on using in the training sessions. And it has come good in the competitive match. So he must have been trying this somewhere during the training session, and he was aware that he could use it at a time like this, and something good has happened for the team and for Rahul Beke itself.
Right. FC गोवाक पयले हाफान 2 चान्स आशिल्ले, पूण बेंगलुरू एफसीचो गोलकीपर गुरप्रीत सिंग संधू जो इंडियाच्या नॅशनल फुटबॉल टीमीचो फर्स्ट चॉयस आसा, he really saved those by making good use of his big frame. He smothered those chances first indeed when Bumu was on the ball near the goal mouth.
Yeah, I mean always saying it in the past episodes that when you have a confident defense and a confident goalkeeper, you know your confidence is very high, and when the goalkeeper comes up with some scintillating saves like this, a 1 versus 1 sure chance. If it was Koro, I think the ball would have been in the back of the net. But Bumo tried to go with power. Instead of just a flick.
Right.
And that's what when I say it's a time of decision making. Yeah, clever players make the right decisions, and then then you get the desired results that you want.
Eriton Fernandez also had one chance when he was through from the right flank, but as Gurpreet was rushing out of his line, Seriton sort of slowed down towards the end of his run. Could he have gone all the way full throttle and he could have had that chance? But it was 50-50, so what's the best way to tackle that situation?
I think in all fair plays that you see now on television, when you watch television, when it's a 50-50 ball between a goalkeeper and an attacking player, I mean, there are always incidences where players don't attempt a ball for the fear of injury to the opponent goalkeeper. And as far as fair play is concerned, I think it was a good gesture on part of Serrington to not to go all out for the ball in search of that goal. It was a little away from him. He couldn't have possibly reached it, he jumped over the goalkeeper. But it was very good observation and judgment on part of the goalkeeper, Gurpreet. So he also saved a goal for his team by coming out rightly at the right time.
Yes. So FC Goa went into the half-time interval trailing by a goal, and when they came out, it was a calamity very early into that second session. Muhammad Ali, who has been making errors on a consistent basis, what was the need for Ali to put his hand and stop the ball?
I mean, needless inter-village level thought process of handling the ball. There was no urgency, there was not so much of pressure by the Spanish player on him. But that's what I say, you got to make the right decisions at the right time. Even if he had to push the ball for a corner kick, I mean, they would still be safe. And needless handling of the ball when he very well knew that he was on a yellow card earlier for a reckless challenge. And that's what I say, you know, you got to think positively, you got to think properly for the sake of your team. What your actions can be a consequence to the team. But fortunately for them, a couple of minutes didn't make much of a difference for FC Goa, because then Bengaluru had their players sent off also.
12 minutes later, Dimas was sent off for a high boot on Bumo. How do you see that decision by the referee?
In fact, I think it's a decision where, you know, the referee has to take a very call. It can go either way. And the referee showed him the red card, because definitely the boot was very high. But the intention was not there to injure a player or go recklessly on the player. His eye was on the ball, and he was trying to go for a ball which was aerial. Definitely, I mean he got a boot at the rib cage of his, and referee decided that it should be a red card. But then the referee could have still taken another call, you know, giving him the benefit of doubt of playing the ball instead of playing the man. Like if I have to take an example, if somebody attempts an overhead kick in the box trying to score a goal, the referee will definitely not give him red card, because the intention is very clear that he is trying to go and score a goal, and it's not to hurt a opponent player. So, like FIFA rules always says, it's in the opinion of the referee, and that opinion at that particular moment was the opinion of the referee that he should be given a red card. But just before that award of the red card, I saw Koro and company coming and pressurizing the referees for perhaps to show him the red card, and that's what I think got the better of the referee, and that's why we saw a red instead of a yellow.
Players are charging at a referee and asking him to issue a particular card. Shouldn't be this way, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, just a couple of minutes ago, we saw how the referee was having control on the game, and very rightly so. When you know an Indian referee and a foreign referee refereing, there is always pressure from the players, because they are trying to get advantage to their for their team. But I thought that this would not the case with a foreign referee, but unfortunately for Bengaluru, they still had the red card shown, and I didn't know if referees really are little cautious when giving red cards. They should be, because they are destabilizing the whole team as such.
Yes. Soon after that incident, FC Goa found the equalizer. गेल्या मॅचीन डेली डायनामोजा कडेन आमकां इक्वलायझर मारिल्लो ब्रँडन फर्नांडिसान. परत एकदा ब्रँडनान एक खूब महत्वाचो इक्वलायझर मारलो आनी FC गोवाक एक स्टेजीर हाडून सोडले. ब्रँडन इज मेकिंग क्वायट एन रेप्युटेशन ऑफ बीइंग द बॉय हू कॅन कम अप विथ equalizers in crucial situations now.
Yeah, second time he has scored the goal for FC Goa, which is a good sign. He is coming on the scorers list, and that's very healthy for FC Goa, because besides Koro, whom we have seen for the last 2 games, was completely bottled and was not allowed to have even a half chance at the goal, because Koro has been the most deadliest weapon of FC Goa, and they have not allowed him to have a good look at the goal. So players like Edu Bedia, Brendan, Jackie Chan coming in and scoring goals, it's the best thing to happen to FC Goa.
But it was Koro who made all the spade work for that goal for Brandon to find the net.
Yeah, I mean,
in the box he was.
Yeah, taking a decision to shoot at the goal is very, very important. Like I said last time, when Brendan had scored a goal, you got to attempt at the goal. If you don't attempt at the goal and keep on passing the ball around the park, I mean, it's not going to help your cause. You got to try make attempts at the goal. So at least the deflection, like what I said before, happened this time, and we got to equalize.
Right, but only 5 minutes later, it was Sunil Chetri who was in great position in the box to head home Udanta Singh's cross from the right side. The defense in that situation looked like they had completely lost their shape. Sunil Chetri was lurking around, but around 5 to 6 players were all eyes only on the cross, but nobody was checking what Sunil was up to.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell you, it's the experienced defenders who know exactly what to do when the opponent is attacking and has the ball at the top of their box. Udanta had a good run on the right flank. He stopped the ball. There were 2 players challenging him, and Fall and Sheraton did not take their man because it was so close. I think it was desired that they should have man-to-man marking, because then there is no time for you to defend, and very rightly so. Even Sheraton didn't have a glance at where the player was moving, and that's where the downfall of FC Goa came. They were both together, leaving Chetri wide open, and the reputation of Chetri and his rate of converting chances that come is very high, and he won't give it away.
Absolutely. तुम्ही फ्रान्सिस डिसोजाचे विचार ऐकले कालच्या मॅची बद्दल. आता आम्ही ऐकूया दोन्ही कोचांचे पोस्ट मॅच प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स.
Well, I have to say that I'm very happy because we know what our team is Goa and how difficult it is to win in that stadium. So I think that we have a plan for the game, and the plan was working well. And then there was some circumstances happening that change the things, and we go in a more emotional game with a lot of things happening, two red cards, that it changed everything. And at the end, I think it was a question of the one who scores the second goal, it will be the one to win. So we were clinical in that contact with Prudent and Sunil, and we get that goal. So very happy how the things have been going.
After Dima scores the red card, you made a particular gesture. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I made a gesture because I was shocked in that moment in the stadium about the reason of the red card. But I think that referees have a very difficult job, and we have to try to help them. But sometimes they take the decisions because of the circumstance. So maybe in another moment of the game, and without a red card for the other team, maybe he's only showing a yellow card in that situation, you know. So it's what it shocks me, because the game was in one very clear scenario at the moment, and then with that red card, the scenario changed. So it was a reaction at that moment. But all I have to say is that they have a difficult job, and we will have to try to help them.
Y más hoy, que creo que ha sido un partido muy igualado. Creo para mí hubiera sido justo el empate.
And more so today, because I thought this was a game that was very equally balanced. I think a draw would have been a more fair result.
Pero cuando cometes errores, como por ejemplo cuando el partido está igualado la primera parte, encajar un gol en un córner, otra vez.
But you know, when you commit mistakes, especially in a game which is so equally balanced, you know, again we conceded a goal from a corner yet again.
Y cuando hemos hecho lo más difícil, que es ponernos 1-1, inmediatamente 5 minutos después encajar el segundo gol en un nuevo error, al final contra un equipo como este te penaliza mucho.
And again, you know, after having done all the hard yards, you know, having to come back and equalize, and having done that within 5 minutes to concede a goal as such, you know, a team like this, you know, again, mistake, but a team like this will always, you know, cause damage.
So what about the ejection of Muhammad Ali, sir? Was it fair?
No lo he visto, tengo que verlo bien en la televisión. Hay muchas jugadas que tengo que ver en la televisión que me han parecido... bueno, no voy a entrar a valorar, quiero verlas en televisión.
I haven't seen the incident yet. Actually, you know, there's a lot of incidents that I need to see from today's game, but you know, I haven't had the time to, so we'll have to look at it, and then I can see it.
Has it affected your game plan?
Sorry?
Has it affected your game plan?
Sí, claro, cuando te quedas con 10 jugadores, pues afecta. Después, cuando hemos estado 10 contra 10, creo que nos hemos metido en el partido y hemos sido capaces de competir bien. Y vuelvo a repetir, el problema estaba en encajar un gol a los 5 minutos de haber empatado el partido.
Well, yes, obviously it affects the game because you're down to 10 players, and then, you know, once it went down to 10-10, I thought we were back in the game again, and, you know, we did well to sort of score a goal. But then, I think the crucial point was, you know, them scoring 5 minutes after we just equalized, so...
Next question, please. Do you think the winning goal came as FC Goa seemed to have lost its shape in defense a bit? Was there a lapse in concentration in conceding that second goal?
Yo creo que cuando en 90 minutos no eres capaz de ganar un partido, que para mí lo justo hubiera sido un empate, en una acción puntual es difícil valorar que esa sea la culpa de la derrota, ¿no? Hemos tenido también ocasiones, no hemos sido capaces de meterlas, hemos tenido prácticamente el 2-2 en el último minuto, tampoco lo hemos metido.
You know, in a game like this, you know, where the game is so open and, you know, where 9 people, you know, would have been able to win it, to sort of, you know, concede a goal like that can't be, is not something that we can say was the crucial factor in the game. You know, ultimately there was a few chances that we had as well, we didn't take. In the last minute as well, as you saw, you know, we had a chance to make it 2-2, we didn't take it, so...
También es verdad que en Ubedia hasta última hora hemos estado pendientes de si podía entrar en la convocatoria o no, ha estado con molestias, no ha podido participar nada más que pocos minutos y esto también nos ha condicionado un poco los cambios.
And also the fact that, Edu was not available today, we were waiting to the very last minute to see whether he'd make it to the match day squad, and, the obvious change that he wasn't available also, sort of conditioned how we were going to be preparing for this game.
What was the deal?
Tenía molestias en los dos últimos entrenamientos, no hemos querido arriesgar, no hemos querido poner desde el principio, ha estado calentando, ha querido participar porque es un gran profesional y quería ayudar al equipo, pero no podía jugar porque no estaba al 100% y solo ha podido participar los minutos que salían.
He's been carrying a niggle for the past couple of training sessions, even today as well, as you saw, he was warming up all the time. He wanted to get into the game because he's a good professional and, he's a very strong player like that. But, as you saw as well in the last, even once he got on, he wasn't 100%.
Right then, FC Goa coach Sergio Lobera thought that a draw would have been fair result, especially because they had two good chances at the very, very fag end of the game, and both of them were missed, one by Bumo, another by Manvir Singh.
Yes, I think there's always, like I said, football is a beautiful game, and it's all about creating chances and converting the chances. And if you don't take your chances, you don't go far ahead. Even Bangalore had a lot of chances, which goalkeeper was brave enough to save one or two saves, and likewise, like you say, FC Goa had to convert the chances. They could have come back in the game and earned a point, but that's the beautiful game that we are talking about. You got to take your chances, and you got to deliver on the given day. And unfortunately, the body language of FC Goa wasn't so high as normally we see in rest of the games. And I think that could be a little bit of a lethargy that creeping in and getting into that final crucial stage of scoring goals.
दुसऱ्या वाटेन बेंगलुरू एफसीचो कोच कार्लेस कोद्रत खूब खोशी आसा. बेंगलुरू एफसी ISLांतली सद्याच्या ह्या सिजनाचे अजून अनबिटन आसा, आनी तो अनबिटन रेकॉर्ड तांचो अजून कंटिन्यू जाला. आणि दोन महत्वाचे प्लेयर नासतना सुद्धा गोंयान येवन FC गोवा सारखे फ्री फ्लोईंग टीमीक हरोवप हे ताका खूब सॅटिस्फाईंग मोमेंट आशिल्लो. सो ते ताणें मान्य केलें प्रेस कॉन्फरन्सार. He was really satisfied with the way his boys stuck to the task.
Yeah, Bangalore is a very formidable team. They are playing very compact football. The understanding is fantastic, and you have noticed the trend of play yesterday. There was no panic in Bangalore midfield or defense or in the attack. They went about doing their job that they normally are known to do, and I think they don't place anything different coming on a given day. I mean, you do whatever you do in the training sessions. I think that you bring it on the field of play, and that's exactly what they were doing. I never saw them panic at any point of time. They were playing control football. They got hold of the midfield, which FC Goa didn't do, and they showed what they are capable of playing without those star players. And credit goes to the players who came on the field and delivered for Bangalore FC. I mean, that's just confidence that the coach brings in, the other players bring in on the players who are substituted on that given day.
Who do you think was the standout player for Bangalore FC? Sunil Chhetri, of course, was named the hero of the match. Do you agree?
I think that Spanish player
Cisco
was the main man controlling the midfield.
Right.
I think he brought a lot of flair and a lot of
very elegant.
Elegantly, and he has a lot of control on the game. I think so. That's where he gave in a lot of confidence to the other players around him. I think the teams. He was the fulcrum of the team, so that's where he carried the team forward.
And Rahul Beke, he also looked really good, being a right back and still contributing in attack.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Rahul Beke performing like this always. It's not that every time you attack and you are hoping to get a goal, but that has been his style of play in most of the matches I've seen. And today he was rewarded with a goal. And very rightly so, he deserved it with that improvisation. And he is very tireless player who gives his 100% on a given day.
For FC Goa, Jackie Chan Singh maybe looked a bit lackluster, and some of his timings of his runs were caught offside quite a few times.
Yeah, most of the players, not singling out Jackie Chan alone, but most of the players I think were a little bit of off color. Jahu wasn't in his element.
Yes, a few giveaways in the midfield as
yeah, and Bumos was trying to initiate attacks, trying to put the pressure on, didn't succeed much, and Koro was kept quiet by the defenders. So overall, I think
This is the second time running at home Koro has been unable to score a goal.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is that's the biggest question now. When does the team function when Koro functions?
At home though, he scored 2 in Kerala
Yeah,
last week.
yeah, but that's my question to you:
Yes.
whether the confidence level rises with the performance of Koro, or are you capable of producing the magic that you are capable of producing without Koro coming good on a given day? So that's a big question that I like.
Absolutely. FC गोवा खातीर आतां खरोच टेस्टिंग टायम आसा कारण तांची फुडली गेम 28 नोव्हेंबराक जातली मान्युअल लांजारोटेच्या एटीके वांगडा कलकत्तान. सो आतां FC गोवाच्या कोच सर्जिओ लोबेरा मुखार प्रश्न आसा म्हणटा तो एक एडू बेडियाचे फिटनेस. दुसरे म्हणल्यार काल हुगो बुमोसाक चवथे येलो कार्ड पडले सो ही विल बी ऑटोमॅटिकली सस्पेंडेड फॉर दॅट गेम. Mohammad Ali will be missing this game, the coming game due to his suspension. So who replaces Ali? What will be the plans of Lobera for the midfield? And it's a game in Kolkata, who also are now strengthened by the loan move of Alfaro to 80k. So it will be a really, really huge challenge for FC Goa in the next game.
Yeah, you're playing a match away from home, and you have now Alfaro going to 80k on loan. So I think the team has been 80k has been strengthened by the inclusion of Alfaro in the forward line. So that's going to raise a question about FC Goa's defense, which is always known to be suspect. So I think Lobera has a lot of thinking to do, a lot of work in the training sessions, whom he wants to play in the position of Ali. Sana would be the ultimate choice, I feel, because he doesn't have much
Hardly any option.
choice at on the bench. But like I said, this particular game, talking about Lobera, could have had a different turn if Bomos had converted that particular attempt, which was saved by Gurpreet. Things could have turned a lot.
Absolutely.
So it's left of the other players to convert the chances that they get, so that they can get the confidence, and then the team start playing that famous tiki-taka football of theirs.
FC Goa sit at the top of the table, tied on points with Bengaluru FC. Now the key stage coming towards the mid-season. The next challenge will be at 80k, and we hope that FC Goa find their bearings and they go all guns blazing to Kolkata as they can. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Till then, take care. Goodbye.